Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Vicky, and for those that are new here, I love to bring content for those that are ready to grow their business online. I love to coach and mentor online entrepreneurs and network marketers and that are ready to just rock it online. And today I want to talk about the one day, but maybe not today. So if you're really interested into knowing what I mean by that, I hope you stick around and like and subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell notification to get future notifications for future videos. So I just want to talk today, get a little bit real, because if you have been following my channel for any time, you might notice that I've been a little absent for a week or two. And I just kind of want to explain why. There's a couple reasons, but what I want to say is I know just being a trainer in the online world, let me rephrase that, in the online world, I know that consistency is key. I know that, and I tell myself every day, practice what you preach, Vicky, practice what you preach. But there are certain circumstances and things in life and in business that kind of just steer you away from it. And I will just say that I know as a trainer and as a mentor, as a coach, that it's one of those things where, or just as a mother, hear this, just as a mother, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, you know, do as you say, right? Just do as you say, because people are watching, and people who are watching are gonna mimic what you're doing, right? As you're raising kids, it's that whole like, what is it? Why do I see like the monkey emojis? Not that I'm referring to my kids as the monkeys, but you know what I'm saying. It's like the monkey see, monkey do thing analogy or whatever it is. But it's like you're teaching your kids and they learn by example, right? And so that's the same thing when it comes to coaching and mentoring others, just as it is, it's coaching and mentoring your children, right? So let me just talk and kind of just get really real for a second and just drop, well, I guess it doesn't really matter, but there's been a couple things. Number one, one of the reasons why I've been a little bit less on social media, and this goes for all of my social media, not just YouTube, but Facebook, Instagram, which are the other two main platforms that I am on. One of the reasons is because I have been in two trainings. One is a 12-month training and one is a 12-week training. So I have been just really diving deep into these two trainings. I am a very firm believer of investing in yourself and investing in your business. And these trainings I have been just diving into and putting my heart and soul into. And not just for me and for my business, but also so that I can come back and I can help benefit you guys. And so that's what I've been doing for the last few weeks as well, is I have just been dedicating a lot of my time and a lot of my effort towards these two trainings. And then there's also just been a lot of life going on. I know my last video, if anybody had watched it, was just one thing that had been going on with my sister the week after Thanksgiving, or I mean, it happened the day of Thanksgiving, but I didn't find out about it until the couple days after, and then just all of that, and then my dad just had surgery, we've had some sicknesses in the house, and then just life in general. It's the holiday season, the sicknesses, the schooling with the kids, I mean, it's just life, right? And so I've just been a little overwhelmed with life, to say the least. So let me just take a couple seconds to just address these two things. and there's a reason why. I promise. Just stick with me. First, let me talk about the trainings. The 2 trainings that I am taking are absolutely amazing. The 2 mentors that I have purchased these trainings from, I have spoken about them before. They have been 2 people that I have been following for some time, and I highly recommend following them. I have used a couple of the one trainer's trainings. I've purchased a couple of her other trainings, and I just continue to get her trainings just because I have benefited so much from them. It's gotten me to where I am at today. The second training that I am in, this is the first time that I've actually purchased one of their trainings or her trainings. And so far I am a month into this training and it is phenomenal. The things that I am learning and I am putting into action are things that I have never done before. And just within this 2 weeks that, I'm about a month into it, but the 2 weeks that I have been using some of these things, these action tools, I'm blown away, and the results that I'm getting, I cannot wait to share. I just cannot wait to share. So I'm so excited about some of these things. And I've always promised that I'm going to be the type of person, the type of mentor and coach that I'm not going to give you something that's not going to be usable, that I haven't tried myself and haven't gotten results myself. So I'm making sure that I'm getting results and I'm using it and it's working. So I'm just making sure that it's working before I go and just hand it out to everybody. But what I have come to realize while doing these trainings, which is what really leads me into my second kind of point of life and overwhelm and us women and what we tend to strive for, and just kind of really making the business and the life aspect and the family aspect and everything work. We strive for perfection. We do. Whether we admit it or not, or whether we try to, I try to claim myself as a retired or a healing perfectionist, or whatever. My mind's lost on words, as it always is, because that's who I am. But I strive for perfection. That's who I am. That's who I tend to be. But what I had to realize is that I'm one person, plain and simple. I'm one person. I'm one human, and I can't do it all. I can't. And what I tried to do is I tried to fit this mold. And when we look at these mentors and these coaches and these trainers, we tend to, excuse me, get some water real fast. Talking so fast just gets me really thirsty. But looking at these trainers, and I just had this picture in my head that they just had this picture perfect life, and everything is perfect. Their house is perfect, their life's perfect, they have it all figured out, and they do it all. They're these super women, right? And if you think, do you have this picture of this in their head too? They do these videos, they train people, they have these perfect big teams, they're making multi-millions of dollars, everything is perfect. Do you guys feel this way? Let me know in the comments. I wanted to, I strive for perfection, but not for I just strive for my house to be a little bit cleaner, and I strive to be a good mom and a good wife, and be places on time, have laundry full, the dishes done and stuff like that. Not the big extravagant things, but I just had this picture of what that perfection was in my head, and that's what I, am striving for. And I think I just got myself in this little rut, right? Okay, right? And so what I started to struggle with is month after month, I would do really good, and I would be, here and there and doing this and doing that, and just trying to be everything to everybody. And I would just get heavy with the overwhelm, okay? Am I the only one, or have you felt that way before? And I would just strive to fit that mold that they were portraying, and not that they're portraying something that's not them, that's who they are. And I would reach out to them and I would tell them how I'm feeling, and this is what I'm feeling, and I don't understand how you guys make it look so easy. And they, you know, their answers are, well, you need to focus on the money-making activities, right? And I'm like, okay, yes, I get that, I understand. Okay, how do you do that? Okay, well, you hire out for help, right? I'm like, okay, yeah, well, I can't do that yet. I'm not there in my business, right? Do you feel that way? I mean, let me know in the comments, because that's where I'm at. I'm like, okay, I love that you can do that, and I wish I was there, but I'm not there yet, right? I have to be able to make money to be able to do those things, and I have to be able to make the money to pay for my kids' activities and keep up with the house and stuff like that. You know, I'm making the money to pay the bills and stuff like that, but I don't have the extra income to pay for the dishes being done and the laundry being folded, the things that are stressing me out when the house is a mess and things like that, right? So it's like, oh, excuse me. I'm just getting that overwhelmed from the house and all the daily things that just needs to be done, the homeschooling the kids and trying to work the business and, you know, like life. So when I would talk to them, they would say that, and I'm just like, but that's not always feasible for all of us. And if it is feasible, that's amazing. Count your blessings, because that's where my whole little one day, maybe not today, but one day, you know, that's my title, you know, because not all of us are able to do that right now. And so yes, that can be an option for some, but it's not going to be an option for all. So it got me thinking that that's what I'm missing. That's what I was missing from all of this, from my group in Facebook, from my channel. That's what I was missing. It's like I was trying to fit the mold of being this mentor and coach, and I'm giving you some information and some stuff to help grow your business. But the missing piece was the back door, the back of the scenes stuff, from how do we do that when we still have all this other stuff on our plates. Because I'm just like you guys, I'm struggling with the overwhelm and the uncertainty of it all as well. I'm right there with you. I get it, I feel it, and I'm right there with you. So that's what I want to provide. I want to be able to provide the sources and the strategies and the things and the support to say, okay, it's okay if you have the pile of laundry sitting at the end of your bed that's like 2 weeks old and your kids are having to shuffle through it and find their practice clothes and go throw it in the dryer to de-wrinkle it, because that's life, my friends. That is life, and you're not alone. You are not alone. The dishes on the sink that might be 2 days old because you haven't had time to do it, because you're busting your butt and you're helping your kids with homeschooling, or you are still working 40 hours a week and you're trying to get your side hustle or your network marketing business, or maybe you started your own business and you're just trying to do what it takes to get it off of the floor and you're just busting your butt. Life is life, and life happens, and that's what I was missing. I was missing that piece of the back end of it, the everyday life struggles that we go through, where we can't afford to hire a maid and a nanny and all that stuff, and that's life, and that's okay. But one day we will. One day we will be able to do that, and maybe we don't want to. Maybe we want to try to be super mom. I don't know. I do. I mean, I know realistically I can't, because it does overwhelm me, and it does deal with my mental state and my depression. It raises every month. I deal with it every month. I do really well for a couple weeks, and then my depression hits, and then it's an end game, and I'm out for the count for a week, and it's awful. I know, but I want so bad, and I strive so bad for that perfection and that super mom status, but we just have to stop. Like, we have to stop doing that to ourselves, because I know I'm guilty of it, and I know so many of us, I know so many other people are too. I know I'm not alone. If I'm alone, then you can tell me I'm alone in the comments, but I know I'm not. But I'm just here to help and to be a support, and I just want to help guide and help get your businesses going. And I wanted to help just lend a ear or a hand or whatever I can do, because I know that feeling. I know that crippling depression of trying to be perfect and just seeing that pile of laundry every night when you go to bed, and you're just like, oh, I don't know why I can't get it done, and you're like, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, but then tomorrow never comes. I know how it feels. So that's what I keep telling myself. It's not about perfection. It's about being present for your family, being present in your business, and being present for yourself. We need to start being more present for ourselves, because we all pour from our cup and give and give and give, but just never give enough to ourselves. But that's how we are. We're women, and we try to do it all for everybody and not enough for ourselves. That is, that's all I have for today. That's what I wanted to talk about, because I know I haven't been as present in my business, because I've been just battling this perfection issue and coming to realize that it's because I've been trying to fit this mold that I'm not, and I know that I can't have the whole nanny and maid and things like that, and knowing that that's okay. It's a big relief, and knowing that my house doesn't have to be perfect all the time. I can do the quick sweep when I know somebody's coming through, and just work on what's going to build my business, and that's where that's what's gonna help me grow, and that's what's gonna help get me to where I want to be in my journey. And that's all it's gonna take, my friends. That yes, you're not where you may want to be in your journey, but one day, my friends, we all will be there if we just keep being persistent, work hard, do what we can. It's not about being perfect. It's just about doing what we can, being consistent when we can, and just doing the do, right? Doing the do, my friends. So until next week, my friends, please find beauty in the chaos. Find beauty in the chaos. Enjoy